to this week's Movie Math, giving you an in-depth analysis of the box office for the weekend of July 8th, when Transformers 3 turned into a giant pile of money. Yes, forget vehicles, Optimus Prime should morph into a vault to hold the $261 million the movie has raked in at the box office in just 2 weeks. And that's just the domestic haul. Worldwide, Transformers 3 is already up to $645 million. That puts it right in the rear-view mirror of the first film, with the second film not far off either. Look for Transformers 3 to easily become the highest-grossing film in the franchise, and the rumor is that Michael Bay is on track to personally earn $80 to $100 million off the pick. And Hollywood might love those Autobots as much as the military does, seeing as how this was a major win for 3D, with the medium accounting for 60% of the gross. This should also help Shia LaBeouf's career, as he's only got one movie in the pipeline, a Depression-era crime drama co-starring Gary Oldman and Tom Hardy. As for the weekend's new entries, Horrible Bosses did not so horrible at the box office. In fact, it almost reached Bad Teacher's impressive open 2 weeks ago and shows a growing trend in movies which the industry is calling raunchy comedies. However, considering the box office belly flops of recent raunchy comedies like Hall Pass, Dinner for Schmucks, and Get 'Em to the Greek, clearly the recipe is not so simple. And this was great news for everyone involved, as hits were needed across the board. As for Zookeeper, Kevin James continues to fall short of his own Paul Blart marker. He's actually in the same neighborhood as another Funny Man and Animals pairing, Mr. Popper's Penguins, which is either really good news for Kevin James or really bad news for Jim Carrey. Now sure, 20 million might seem like a great number, but the truth is a movie like this needs to open at around 30 million, as did similarly themed but more successful films like Night at the Museum, Marley and Me, and Paul Blart Mall Cop. Elsewhere in the box office, Cars 2 hit another speed bump and dropped another 42% after last weekend's 60% drop. Even after 3 weeks on the track, Cars 2 is still Pixar's lowest grossing film ever. Looks like Pixar's worst fears about doing sequels have come true, yet Tom Hanks recently confirmed that the company is working on Toy Story 4. Safe bet or tempting fate? Speaking of Tom Hanks, Larry Crown has turned out to be a black eye for the Oscar winner, as it's made only $26 million in 2 weeks. Hanks has been on a downward spiral since, well, right around the time he started producing his own movies. Vanity projects are not your friend, Tom. Just ask Nick Cage. This is also more bad news for Julia Roberts, leading some people in the industry to proclaim that movie stars are a dying breed. However, Johnny Depp, Leonardo DiCaprio, and Robert Downey Jr. might disagree. Last but not least, while it might keep falling in and out of the top 10, Woody Allen's Midnight in Paris is poised to surpass Hannah and Her Sisters this week to become his most successful film ever. But will the Academy feel that's enough of a reward? As for this coming weekend, Winnie the Pooh hits theaters, as does a little movie called Harry Potter and the Deathly Hallows Part 2, which is going to stupefy the rest of the box office. I'm Grace Randolph, and we just did some movie math. Thanks for watching.